Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Laura with Stitchin with Laura. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday and having a great week. Well, today we are going to be working on, it's called Blooming Flower, and it's from a Joy Sunday Wannabe. Came in a Joy Sunday bag. I got this from New Craft Day a week and a half ago or more. Yeah, so we're working here on this purple flower, and it is a 14 count. As you know, I don't work on too many 14 counts, but I really like this picture. So it's a 34 by 38, so it's not very big, and I have scrunched up my fabric. Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's been a day. Well, not a day, it's been a week already. Let me pull you over and get some light on the subject and pull you down because this is quite small. Yeah. Yesterday at work, it rained from about, we don't need that little tail, about 4 o'clock on. It was still kind of sprinkling when I left. And I got up this morning and it was sprinkling still. So I don't know if it's going to rain all week, all day, not a clue. Yeah. The color number is 211, I think. That can't be right. Maybe it is. Hang on, I didn't look. My bad. And for this one small little picture, it has 54 colors. So it's 211 is the number of this color. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Can't believe there's that many colors in this. I had to put something on my finger because it's completely raw. And then my hands decided to start peeling and a little bit of cracking. Like, what the heck? You'd think I'd been washing walls every day this last week. But I haven't. I know I haven't because my shoulder tells me so. Believe me, that would not be happening. It'd take me a year to get all the walls in this house done. It's amazing. But I am using 2 strands before I forget that part too. But I just thought this was a beautiful little picture and it's not very big. So we're just going along. But anyway, it rained 3/4 of the time I was there. Yeah, it was unbelievable. Rained hard, then it rained soft, then it rained hard. Like, what the heck? Yeah. I want to finish this thread up here. Try not to pull it out of the needle. So I have no idea what's in store for the rest of the week as far as rain goes, but okay. But it was like only like 65 degrees yesterday. So I'm gonna get rid of this thread here. I just wanted to finish it off. No sense in wasting thread. I worked a little bit on Mary Jane Fry last night. I was going to do that this morning, but I thought, no. Some days I can see better than others, and just not happening. So we're supposed to get our... I can't get that through there. Okay. And I don't see one of my other ones. Oh, we're just so prepared today, aren't we? I'm telling you, we might get to stitch today. Let me see if this is any thinner. I'm not sure. Got a very thin needle for some reason. I don't know. I can't say that whether or not it came with the kit or not. Oh, that's much better. That other one's just a little bit thick. If it came with the kit or not, just not sure. Usually they're not quite that thin. And I know I didn't change it out for one of my, what do you call it? Oh, you know, like my peacemaker needles. I usually don't. Oh, for pity's sake. Did I say I wanted to do a stitch with me today? Everything's going wrong. Just the little things. Just the little things. Some days I have this problem. I started working on Louisa Cullimore the other night. Couldn't get the needle threaded with the sulky, and then something else went wrong, or I stitched it wrong. It's like some days just stay home, you know? It's like getting out of bed on the wrong side. So it happens to me too. And other days I can just pick it up and stitch all day. Go figure. Go figure. So I was pretty tired last night, but you know, the weirdest thing is, I don't know, maybe I've just talked myself into it, but if I don't stitch, maybe for like a half an hour, sometimes it's 15 minutes, depending on how bad it goes. But if I don't stitch before I go to sleep, I don't sleep as well. So I try to put a little bit of stitching in, and it really doesn't matter what I'm stitching on. Just whatever's close at hand. That's why I keep about 5 projects just sitting there waiting for me to do something with it. But yeah, I don't know if that's a psychological thing, but it's kind of nice. And it just seems to relax me enough that I can go to sleep, especially on those nights when I work till 10 o'clock at night. And, you know, you don't want to just go home and go to bed, because I usually have to get something to eat, and I have something that's not too much. Sometimes it's a little Stouffer TV dinner, you know, one of the little entree things, nothing too carried away. Or like last night, I knew it was going to rain, so I got out some of my red beans and rice and had a bowl of that. So, but just stuff that's easy to fix. I don't have to prepare an entire meal at 10:30 at night, because that won't be happening. But it's just nice. Now tomorrow, I haven't heard from my daughter today because it's early, and I doubt that we're going anywhere because it's all dampy and wet, and it's not supposed to be in the 80s or, you know, terribly, terribly warm to dry that all out, say, today. So, I don't know. I don't know at all. But I don't think so. So, if we're not going anywhere tomorrow, I'm going to the post office first thing in the morning. And probably the grocery store to get that taken care of so I don't have to go out the rest of the weekend unless I absolutely want to. I'd kind of like to get to the thrift store. I did talk to the lady that comes in, and she works there, and the thrift store is not supposed to close until I think she said the first part of January. That's when they have to be out of there. So, I don't know. They're still looking for a building, and yeah, it's a big mess. So, who knows? And I wanted to take that chair up there that I want to get rid of and get it out of the way. So, I don't know. We will just have to wait and see. So those are my big plans, or no plans, or non-plans, or plans. Who knows? We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants around here, you know. Do whatever suits us whenever it suits us. Oh, I don't know. I may have stitched that wrong. No, I guess not. It just looks like this other symbol right next to it. I suppose I could look, but this part right here has to be number 5, so. Seriously? Oh, goodness, but I sure slept like a rock last night. I laid down and I must have been out cold in about 5 minutes. It's a pretty color, purple. It's really pale. I know it. I guess it looks purple in the camera, but up close it almost looks like a gray-white instead of purple. You have to get it in the right light to get it to look like it's even purple. I'm sure once it gets next to all these other colors, you know, it'll look its purple shade. Man, these squares are kind of tiny compared to doing an 11 count. But it sure is nice to stitch on. I haven't had a 14 count that I've enjoyed in a long time. So, see more of this. I may work, leave it over there so it's open and work on it some this weekend, but no grand plans. Sorry, folks. Does anybody else have any plans for this weekend? Are you going somewhere on, like on a summer vacation? I almost said Christmas vacation. Geez, I have no clue what I'm going to be doing for Christmas. One moment at a time. I'm trying to go in this circle the way that these colors are, like spiraling out from the center of this one. We'll see how that works. Whoops. Oh, for pity's sake. Supposed to get my tires in by Saturday, so I don't know if they'll show up on Saturday. I'm supposed to get my package from Amazon, and I did get a notice that my stuff from 123 Stitch had shipped, so we'll see when that all arrives. So that'll be nice. I'll do an unbagging, of course, from the 123 Stitch, that is. Amazon, it's not all that exciting. I just got printer, ink, and some of those bags. I'll show you how they come. I ordered I think there's 30 in a set, maybe. I think there's 5 colors, 6 of each, or something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean. Whoops. Gee, if I start to like this, I may be able to work on that huge, ginormous thing that I got that's 14 count with all the, oh, what are they? It's like it's a Chinese print, and it's long and skinny. Yeah, and it's got more than 20 colors, I'm sure. But the problem with it was a 14 count. It's huge. It's gonna take forever to stitch on. But I know what doesn't take forever to stitch on. So we'll see. I may pull it out again and give it another go, but it's huge. It's probably 100 centimeters by 40, maybe wider than that, maybe 50. Holy cow, it's huge. So it might be longer than 100, though. Not real sure. I haven't seen it in a while. I forgot that I ordered it, and it was in a 14 count, so I put it in a tub somewhere. What can I say? Yeah, all things go to tubs when I just can't deal right at the moment. So we'll see. Man, today is one of those days you could just spend all day in bed because it's raining and get a whole bunch of sleep. Probably have to take a nap before I go to work today. I'm telling you. That's just the way that happens. I'm gonna end that off. It's too far to go for the other. But see how things kind of go in a spiral? It's kind of odd. Gosh darn it, come on. Never seen such a small needle from, what do you call it? Joy Sunday. I don't think this would look right if I stitched it with one thread, and two are working out just fine, so. Sometimes they're so tight, it's so hard to stitch colors. I hate that. I've had, what do you call them? 11 count do the same dang thing. It's like, what the heck? Whoops, I almost put that in there wrong. I can be stitching and talking along, and I've done completely the wrong thing, so I've had to take it out. I usually don't rip things out of these pre-stamps. I just back it out, you know, and go on, because I don't want to waste the thread. Such a light colored purple, can't hardly tell I'm stitching with it. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's going to be all wet and icky all weekend. I have no idea what I'm going to cook. I usually cook something that lasts for a couple days at least, or, you know, I have to put it back in the freezer, or put it in the freezer. So, not a clue. Kind of thought about spaghetti last week, and then I changed my mind and made chili, so we'll see. Come on. Still a lot of people coming and going. I guess their schools don't start, you know, I mean, they've all got kids, so you just kind of keep moving. Now, our kids won't start until next week. I'm not sure about Leadville. If they start this week, I can't remember. But they all start at different times, sometimes. It just totally depends, you know, on the school district. And we don't have, I mean, they give them so many snow days, but we don't seem to have too many snow days. At least we haven't in the last couple of years. There's been times when it's gotten to be sub-zero, so, you know, with that wind blowing and everything. So that factors in when we have one, and those poor people up in Leadville, they never have a snow day because it snows kind of like Alaska pretty much all winter long. They get massive amounts, so I don't even think they take snow days. But who knows? It's been pretty bad. We've had some like blowing, snowing winters where it just kept piling up, and you know, the wind would blow it and we'd have massive piles. I had to blow through a snowdrift one day just to get home from the grocery store. So, oh well, we'll see what this winter's going to be like. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for today. Put that next to it so you can back you out. There you go. So, like I said, you really can't see where I put all that light purple up there. Alright guys, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the bell. That way you know when my next video is out. Stay safe. Stay healthy. We'll see you next time. God bless. Bye-bye. Keep stitching.